Welcome to the speaking section of IELTS examination. My name is Sapna Dhamija and I would be your examiner for this part of the test. And this test would be recorded. Okay, so may I know your full name, please?
Yes, of course. My name is Virender Singh.
How may I address you?
I shall feel glad when someone calls me Virender.
That's perfect. May I see your identification, please, Varinder?
Yes, you can. Here is my passport.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Okay, where do you live, Varinder?
I am resident of small town Tahana, which is located in state Haryana. It is in northern province of our country.
Okay, now few questions will be based on small business. Do you know many small businesses where you live?
Yes, sure. There are many businesses in my town, like clothing shops or grocery shops and small food stalls. It provides the convenient and affordable services to the town.
Okay, do you prefer buying things from big companies or from small businesses?
On daily basis, I usually buy the small things from the small companies because they even provide the good quality. But whenever I need brands, I go to big companies.
Have you ever thought about starting your own business?
Yes, everyone wants to run their own business because they are not want to do the job of 9 to 5. And if it came to me, I also want to start my business. And in future, I will having the business of online services or music company.
Okay, good. Have you ever worked in a small business?
To be very honest, yet I am student, so I have never worked for a small business. But in future, whenever I get chance, I will work.
That's wonderful. Okay, so before proceeding further to this interview, here I would like to inform at your IELTS partner, we are offering online classes for IELTS for reading, writing, speaking, and listening. If you guys wish to enroll, then you can book a free demo class, and later on you can enroll in any of the module or all modules. You can write us down. The number is given in the comment section, in the pin comment, or in the description also. You can first of all book a call with us and later on you can enroll. Thank you so much. Now few questions will be based on singing. Do you like singing? If yes, why? If not, why not?
Yes, I have the more interested and strongly interested in singing from childhood. I usually sing in my free time while walking or watching or working.
Have you ever learned how to sing?
No, I have never learned professionally, but I try to watch the online videos in my free time and even by my own way.
Who do you want to sing for?
I usually want to sing for my family and friends. I usually sing on the functions and gatherings.
Do you think singing can bring happiness to people?
Yes, of course. The singing is the way to reduce the stress, and people usually sings or listen the songs while working or doing the things that they are not interested. Singing is a great stress buster.
Okay, now few questions will be based on list. Do you make a list when you shop, Varinder?
Yes, of course. List helps me a lot. It helps me to avoid the unnecessary things which I do not want to buy, and it also makes my schedule of the day.
Do you make a list for your work and does it work?
Yes, I usually make the list for the work on a daily basis. It helps me to manage the time and work properly.
Why don't some people like making list?
Some people says that it is a boring, and some says that it is unnecessary, and people also do not want to carry the paper and pen everywhere.
That's good. Okay, so now this is end of the part 1. I'm going to give you a cue card where you will have to speak at least for 2 minutes. I mean between 1 and 2 minutes.
Okay.
So it happens in the cue card. When you will get the cue card in the final examination, either you will have to speak 1 minute or between 1 and 2 minutes, or you have to stretch it until till 2 minutes until examiner stops you. Okay, so you can plan your answer if you wish to. Thank you. Okay, Barinder, you may start speaking now.
There are the various things in my life which I need to improve, and I'm working on it, getting effective results. As the saying goes, we should never stop learning because knowledge is not limited. Today, I would like to talk about the natural talent which I really want to improve, that is singing. Moreover, I would like to talk about the beginning of the interest. Since childhood, I am more interested in the singing. I usually sing while walking or working. and I also have it helps me to build confidence in me. I has the brilliant voice and I can sing in tune, can remember the lyrics easily. My friend and family appreciated me to my voice and they also motivated me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Further, I became more interested in singing while the school days. There are the various competitions and music events in my school, and I usually take part in them. And I am not professionally trained, but I still manage to perform confidently. My teachers and friends appreciated me that you will be a greater singer in future. Furthermore, I want to develop my talent because it helps me a lot to express my emotions and feelings. Whenever I feel uncomfortable or sad, I usually listen to the song or singing. It helps me to feel calm and happy. And to develop this talent, I would like to take the proper classes and practice regularly. I believe that I will be a good singer by this, and I also want to learn the breathing techniques and voice control, which will help my overall performance.
Okay.
At the end, this is the talent which I really want to improve, that is singing, and my friend and family supported me a lot, and I believe I will be a good singer in future.
Okay. Thank you so much. This is
Welcome.
the end of the part 2. Now I am going to ask some follow-up questions, and these questions will be based on the cue card. Do you think artists with talent should focus on their talent?
Yes, of course. They should be more interested in their talent because the patience is more important in it, and passion is very important to succeed. The interest, without interest, they cannot succeed in their field.
Okay. Is it possible for us to know children who are 3 or 4 year old will become musician or painters when they grow up?
According to my perspective, we cannot identify their talent because younger age children are interested in various things, so we cannot predict their future or talent.
Why you think so?
Because at the younger age, people are more interested in things like driving, watching videos, or spending their free time with friends. So we cannot identify that what things they are more interested.
But how at the age of 3 or 4 a child can be interested in driving or some other things which you mentioned?
I forget it about 3 4 years. I think that it comes to 17 or 18 age.
Okay, so my question is that 3 to 4 year old, that how you consider this if I'm giving this
And three
age number to you?
and 3 or 4 age children even not learn how to walk properly. So how we can identify their interest in the various fields?
Okay. Okay, do you think that parents feel guilty for putting too much pressure on their children?
Not at, not at all. They believe that if they do not put the pressure, they will become lazy and could not succeed in their life. Sometimes if they are addicted to the drugs also.
Okay. So, why parents do not feel guilty even if they are putting too much pressure or they are fostering their children? Why you consider it?
As I say, if they will not put pressure on their children, they will do nothing and they will become lazy in their life. They could not succeed in their life. They will be addicted to the bad things in the life. They will have the bad company in their friends.
Okay, but the question is about like parents feeling guilty. The
Yes.
question is not about like how children fall into bad things. So this is about if like they feel guilty or not.
They should feel guilty putting too much pressure, but somehow it is important
This
to
is
be
not.
limited pressure
Mm-hmm.
because there are the two sides of, because if they will not put the pressure, as I say, they will addict to the bad things.
Mm-hmm.
But if they will put the pressure, sometimes they can feel that the children will feel stressed or
Okay,
uncomfortable.
got it. Okay, why people like to watch talent shows?
People like to watch the talent show for the entertainment purpose. Even the in today's era, people are working 9 to 5, and they feel stressed and bored. To feel happy and comfortable, they go to the talent shows. By watching them, they became calm.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it is more interesting to watch famous people or ordinary people's show?
Both are interesting. Ordinary people gives us various experiences that they have in their life, and the famous people motivate us by their journey.
Okay. Thank you so much, Varinder. This is
Welcome.
end of the test. Thank you. So now this is time to give the feedback for Varinder's interview. And today I'm giving 6 band score to him. I'm so surprised with this performance And even if you had watched his previous video, then you also would be surprised, because in that previous mock test what he had given me, I gave him 7 band score on the basis of performance, and today on the basis of performance I'm giving him 6 band score. And it happens in the real examination also. Sometimes some candidates, they get good band score while doing preparation in their classes. Their teacher or their trainer, they may give the good score on the basis of their performance during the mock test, but in the final examination they may lose the score. So why it happens? So it may happen because some unfamiliar questions, or fear, or lack of confidence, or a new face like a new examiner. It may happen, or it happens to many candidates also. So try to avoid this, because if you people are taking this pressure, then definitely it gonna affect your score. So this is my advice to Varinder also. Here I wanted to see him to get good band score, as he got 7 previously, but today I wanted to see him to get at least 7.5 or 8 band score, but the score is reduced unfortunately. Sorry to say, but it is. So why it happened? Let's discuss there. First of all, in the part 1, he did some silly grammatical errors. So let's talk about fluency and coherence. Fluency wise, he is speedy enough. So examiner wants that whenever you are speaking, then you must speak, be slowly, but you must be quite understandable. And this is fluency what? And here he speaks too fast. So my advice is to Varinder that try to manage his fluency without much efforts, and don't try to go speak like over speedy. Just be normal, and try to speak normally as we speak normally in our life. And coherence wise, he used some connectors, right? And then coming to the lexical resource, in the previous mock interview he used variety of fantastic uncommon rare words, but now in this mock test he did not. Grammatical range and accuracy, he had done rare grammatical errors in entire speaking bee. This was part 1, part 2 and part 3. So there is a reason of reduction of band score in that grammatical range and accuracy part 2. And the pronunciation wise, he's good enough. So there won't be any reduction of score in on the name of pronunciation. In the part 1, he had done rare grammatical error. In the part 2, he was just trying to cover his topic very fast, even without considering the grammatical range and accuracy, without considering vocabulary part, I mean that lexical resource. So this is very important. Think and speak. If you are speaking, then try to replace some normal words with the some uncommon words. Then in that case you will be able to get good band score in lexical resource. And try to use coherence, connect your ideas logically, and moreover take care of your grammar also. Whatever you are speaking, it must be grammatically right, and try to focus on your accuracy also, like preposition, punctuation, and you need to focus that what you are speaking. And lastly, in the follow up, he was not using a single example in the follow-ups. So this is my advice. People who are planning to appear in the IELTS test, they should use examples, not the personal one, but general one in their follow-ups, and try to make the sequence in every follow-up. Like when examiner asks a question, let's say there was a question, do you think artists with talent should focus on their talent? So from my point of view, firstly, secondly, last but not least, why people like to watch talent shows? There are many reasons. There are multiple reasons. Firstly, secondly, in that way, try to make sequence at least in 2 or 3 follow-ups answers, because in that way you will give more clarity to the examiner that you are having strong idea, strong opinion of those follow-up question what they are asking to you. Above all, try to add explanation plus example. especially in the follow-up part, this is advisable. Go with some examples. First of all, try to give the answer, then explain why and how, and then correlate with a general example. Some candidates who take my online classes, they give me personal examples, so I always advise them this is restricted, because if you will give the personal example, then examiner may be or may not be, but they ask you that, they interrupt you, rather than going personal, try using some general examples. So this is my advice. People who are planning to appear very soon, or my advice to Varinder as well, as he is very near to sit in the examination, and I am just hoping that this video can be very much useful. तब तक के लिए follow me for more tips, techniques, and more detailed mock test videos. Thank you.